The most exciting time of the year is upon us.
Yes, that's the time where gamers worldwide find out what's coming out this holiday season and into the next.
Yep, it's time for the Electronic Entertainment Expo, or E3 2012.
In case you didn't pay attention to any of the years that you see around here.
We're going to talk about our predictions for the 3 major companies, along with some third-party discussion.
Yeah, we're going to do it in the same order in which the presentations are happening, from Microsoft to Sony to Nintendo.
Microsoft and Sony are on Monday, Nintendo is on Tuesday.
And we'll have impressions on those when they come, probably later in the week. But the point is, right now, it's all about
Microsoft.
Microsoft, last year, I was saying they were coming in with a big grin on their face because Kinect was doing gangbusters. The Xbox had been rebooted and did a great job. And this year, it's a little bit tempered from last year. In fact, the entire industry seems to be contracting.
I think it's because of the way the job situation
but Kinect is still pushing Xbox 360 out the door and into people's houses faster than the other two. And at the same time, the Xbox is being used heavily for media. And I think that going into this presentation, that's pretty much where it's going to fit.
Now, as far as the conferences go for Microsoft, they always based on game announcement after game announcement. That's one of the things I liked about their conferences. It's just like you can't stop. Every second is a new game announcement, and we're going to see that in the same format here. We're going to see a bunch of hardcore games announced first. Then we're going to go into the Kinect hardcore games. Then go into just Kinect, and then into the just media-based center. And I think that's what we're
I think media will come in the center, to be honest. But I understand what you're getting at. And at the end, they might have one final announcement. They usually
One more thing. That's the best thing to do at a conference.
Yeah, Jackie Chan Adventures. Now we're going to see, first off, the big game coming in from the hardcore side is Halo 4.
Yes, that was a big announcement at last E3. It was start of a new trilogy that's starting out on the Xbox 360, though I think it's going to move on to the new console after
almost undoubtedly.
They've showcased the multiplayer with the red versus blue characters. Yeah. They actually have a story, which is going to be entwined with the actual main story of the game. And as far as the main story, we've only talked about is that it's going to be more based around the books
and the personal side.
And the personal side of Master Chief, something we've never seen in the games.
Yeah.
And what I've seen so far from 343 Industries, I'm very interested to see where they take the rest of the series, and I really want to see more of it.
I mean, we've had Bungie for the last 5 games in the Bungie series, in the Halo series, my bad. And but 343 is, they love the lore. So now we're going to see what they can do with the franchise and with their world.
And frankly, I think everyone's really excited to see what
I think I'm excited too. I mean, I don't play Halo often, but I mean, the world has potential to be something much greater than it is already currently. So we'll see how it turns out.
It's quite surprising to see how great people like it so much.
And now going from Halo, we're going to another big franchise they have. It's Forza Horizon.
Oh yeah, this game was leaked, I think. It
was kind of leaked out. I think it's kind of been officially announced now. We have a box art, we have screenshots. The game is being developed not by Turn 10 Studios, which has been known to create the series, but they're probably making some sort of more expected Forza game for the new console.
That's expected. Now, Forza Horizon, I hear, is actually going to be an open world experience, like Paradise was.
Burnout Paradise and like the Need for Speed Underground series. And it doesn't mean it's not going to be still like the Forza game. It's going to have the Forza feel. Just going to be more open-ended in scope.
And again, we'll have to see what it looks like.
We'll have to see how it looks like.
Probably might have Kinect features. Might not. Who knows?
So then,
speaking of Kinect, we're going right to the Kinect. Now, do you think there's going to be any besides the whole Halo 4 and Forza? Is there going to be any other major hardcore non-Kinect games?
Microsoft has a way of letting the third parties speak for them in the hardcore base. We're talking like opening with Call of Duty Black Ops 2,
Resident Evil 6,
Assassin's Creed 3, or maybe a Tom Clancy game we don't know of. Those sort of products. And Microsoft,
Hitman
maybe. Microsoft has a way of letting third parties do the hardcore talking at this point, because they want to push the Kinect more. So going back to Kinect hardcore experiences, we have Rise, which is being developed by Crytek.
This was Project Kingdoms, right?
Codename Kingdoms. It came out. It was announced 2 years ago. A year earlier, I said that the game wasn't going to be really playable, and it wasn't. This year, I suspect it'll probably be in good form now.
Yes, and it looked like it was like a first-person fighting game where you're taking down opponents.
Very much.
But it was more like a concept video we saw. We really didn't actually see the gameplay presented to us.
That's because it was going through some turmoil at the time, and now I think they've gotten they got
on the ground.
And now I think the game is coming out either this year
or sometime
early next year. But Fable the Journey,
that is
coming out this year. We have a date, it's in October.
That was showcased last E3. There was a lot of controversy because people said, oh, it's on rails, but then Peter Molyneux said it's not, and now he's not even part of the company. Yeah, I'm worried where that game might go, but I have faith in the
games.
I have faith in the company because they've made all these other games before. Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see how it comes out. I sure hope they fix the spell thing.
The spell
because they're really strange.
Okay, when you're casting a spell that long and someone is not attacking you, it feels a bit forced. But I think that there could be a potential in a game like this going on. I like Dragon Quest Swords, and that was a guided experience.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it turns out. And you know, do you think you're going to be any other hardcore Kinect games announced or anything?
The Twisted Pixel was recently acquired by Microsoft. That might be where we'll see another one. Maybe Bruncher 2 or some download DLC. Who knows?
I don't think they're coming. They're going. I think they got acquired too late, though. I think they're producing something new, but it won't be until next year.
And honestly, that's one of the big things I'm wondering about is when the new console is talked about next year. Is there going to be a new Kinect for that? Like Kinect 2?
Oh, I guarantee that.
And that means most of the companies that would be making Kinect games might already know about the new Kinect and are jumping ship. So who knows what's good, but that's all I know about the hardcore Kinect. It's time to move into the casual Kinect.
Yeah, we're going to start with one that I gave last year and failed at, was Kinect Fit.
Yes.
We got another leak out there that says that biometrics are involved, which will be essentially sensing your heartbeat and muscle tension and whatnot. It was rumored last year. Sometimes rumors like these don't get really unveiled until the following year.
In fact, the Kinect was off by a year too.
Yeah, and Nintendo kind of jumped the gun on that, but whatever.
Yeah.
But Kinect Fit, they don't have any fitness games coming out from any third party, so this might be enough time for them to come out with their own thing.
Yes, and that's the way to get more people to purchase other systems.
So then there's Kinect Sports. Now, I don't really know whether they're going to have a third season. But Kinect Sports was their biggest selling Kinect game, and Season 2 was pretty good selling too. I think that if there is a third one that they show, I'm gonna have to go out there and say Microsoft doesn't know how to run Rare, nor does it know how to really market the Kinect.
If they do a Season 3, it has to have something more substantial than just games.
I mean, Nintendo, when it had the Wii, did not continue to make Wii Sports games. It made made the games so different from each other.
They didn't play. Why can't we have a game like that for the Kinect?
Like Kinect Adventures, you mean? Yeah, Kinect Adventures is kind of like that.
I forgot about that. But actually, maybe like Mario or WarioWare or something like that. Something where you can actually feel actually come one with the game.
Either way, a third season seems implausible at this point.
I really hope Rare,
but I wouldn't hold it against them.
I really hope Rare is being used with some of their IPs.
Well, actually,
Banjo-Kazooie and Perfect Dark.
Well, there's not rumors. They're actually hiring people for quote a quadruple A or triple A shooter.
Yeah, they're really calling it a triple A.
I think Microsoft's doing that right now, but I think that's going to be for next year at the earliest.
Yeah, it's probably going to launch game for the next console.
And no, it's probably not Perfect Dark. Well, yeah, no,
never know.
And then here's another crazy one. There's going to be a dance game.
Yep.
Dancing games for motion control products have been very good.
Yes.
The Wii's got Just Dance. Then you got the Dance Central games for Kinect.
I don't think there's a Dance Central 3.
But your Harmonix has been kind of holding off.
Now, Just Dance, that came out for the Kinect, right?
Just Dance 3 we used Kinect. And my belief is that Just Dance 4 or a brand new first-party dance game is in development to be shown off this season. What?
Halo.
Oh, they did. Hey, Kinect Star Wars. Come on, that's pretty much Dance Central.
Who knows? As long as they do it well.
Yeah.
You can stop now.
Okay.
Now for the big thing.
I mentioned earlier, media was a big thing.
Yes.
People were sitting down and using the 360 as their entertainment system.
There was this recent study that said that a huge percentage of the people use their television use it with an Xbox 360.
So I think that one thing they're going to have is new media stuff. ESPN has been a pretty big thing for them, but I think they can go bigger. And I think that with them, and recently they even closed down their Xbox Inside, their internal video systems. Maybe because they can take IGN and say, IGN app is available, and say, IGN, you guys make stuff for us. Which is a little bit of an iffy thing.
I'm wondering if they're going to expand on that and make
GameStop,
get GameStop,
Spot.
Maybe GameSpot or GameStop.
GameStop and GameSpot.
I mean, what if they got other media outlets to start making their own content? Suddenly, they become the hub for all your information.
Suddenly, the media becomes their own marketing campaign.
Yes,
which might be a little weird.
It's a little bit concerning for me because I think it's a little too close.
Yeah, that's a discussion for another time outside of E3.
Now, I'm also thinking more I mean, more stuff like the TV interaction.
Yeah.
Like, actually going on cable, maybe.
No, cable would get way too complicated. But I wouldn't hold it against them if they find something that we don't know about that's going to also use.
Maybe they might introduce applications. I mean, they've already. I mean, the
already
Xbox Live Arcade has got apps, but I'm thinking like just like apps, like on your iPhone and your Android phones.
We'll see.
Like small apps, like Angry Birds.
Speaking of phones, Windows Phone. Are we gonna have any word about that?
I don't know. They might have one. Maybe they'll have a connectivity between the two.
Maybe. I'm not sure, but I think a shout out at the very least. Also, a new OS. Are we gonna see one?
I hope so. This current OS is just not good.
Xbox Bing. Oh wait, no, I don't have a Connect. I'll have to go through 5 menus to get to the actual games.
It's so confusing to get through it. It's not like the old way was difficult to navigate. It was just like they wanted to change it and make it so Connect makes it easier.
Yeah, but without Connect, it becomes that much more difficult. And
it's like they're trying to move games away from the player. And I'm worried that this E3, besides the Halo 4 announcements and all the hardcore stuff, it's going to be like that's going to be like a third of the conference, and the rest is just going to be about media and selling the Connect as a media device.
Yeah, as a media device. Oh, and now, in terms of things we don't know from any name standpoint, there's been talk of a Lionhead game besides Fable: The Journey coming out.
Maybe Fable 4
or an MMO, maybe.
Oh, you're thinking of Fable
maybe
Fable Online.
Well, maybe Fable Heroes Online. And also, I think at the very end they're going to perhaps announce a price drop or bundle improvement.
I don't think they can price drop it. What I think they're going to do is they're going to take the bundle and say, okay, here's your Xbox, here's here's your Kinect with a new game for $300. It's essentially a price drop, but it's just because it's $100 off the Kinect. It's they don't just give away the Kinect and people can buy the system.
I know, and try to get me.
There are some concerns I have, though. They did recently announce a new Xbox that you have like a payment plan.
$99 and then $15 a month for 2 years.
Because they just announced that, I don't think we're going to see a new bundle until the holiday season when the Wii U pops in and they really want to make sales in that way.
I think they will make some sort of price drop or some sort of special holiday bundle just to try and outdo the new console that is the Wii U. Meanwhile, what's the major theme? The major theme is 360. It only does everything. Wait, wasn't that the PS3 slogan?
Pretty much what Microsoft has developed the Xbox 360 into is a media device that does pretty much everything. Netflix, Hulu, games. Don't forget games.
Don't forget games.
And so what has happened is that whereas Sony tried to push the PS3 as a media device before a game console, Microsoft moved it as a game console and it's developed into a media device.
Yeah.
And it is definitely standing out as one. And so they already have sold to the gamers. It's time to win people over just as it being a media device, much like the Apple TV and
or PS2 for being a DVD player.
Yes.
Or PS3 is a Blu-ray player, kind of. But the point is that now is the time that Microsoft knows that they have the majority of the gamer who's willing to play games, and now it's time to expand to people who don't really want to play games.
These are people who just want a cool experience.
Yeah, or Netflix without having to get a set-top box. And the big game, next gen.
Visual demo.
I think that there's going to be a Unreal 4 demo shown.
Yes, I mean, this is what we're going to show you next year.
Here's a hint of what's going to show in 2013, and it's going to show a demo. Not Halo, but it's going to be a demo that people can be like, oh my gosh. And it's going to show a teaser like logo or something, and it's going to say 2013. And that's going to be enough. Finally, the big game, Halo 4. No surprise there. Halo 4 has already got a huge hype train behind it, and I think it could really muster some really big success. And other than, of course, I think that Call of Duty Black Ops 2 will outsell it. In fact, I'm willing to bet that we've talked about this thing before, that Call of Duty's probably overstepped Halo as the go-to first-person shooter.
Looking at quality, I'm already excited to see Halo 4. And one thing about whereas Halo 3 was kind of ending the series, this is starting the series fresh again.
Yeah, with a new idea.
So it's all new. Everyone's going to be like, where is this going to take us? And that's what's going to get people excited about it.
Yeah, and that's why we're excited about it. Anyway, that's Microsoft. Hopefully, last year was pretty painful. So let's see.
Yeah, let's hope that the Kinect stuff will be...
will
drill holes in my head.
Children are going to be on the stage. They're going to be making... And there's going to be two bros who are trying to do some sort of sport product. Sisters who are going to be talking through Skype, and they're going to be doing this.
It's who knows what's going to happen.
That would be my most cynical view. But Anyways, it's gonna be fun. Let's go to the next video and check Sony, and also we're gonna have a bingo card, which we'll be probably uploading on our website at some point. Demonstrate our.
Play along with us!
Play along with us, because we'll be doing it too.
Let's see what our impressions.